I decided to start a puzzle today. Something about it seemed peaceful, productive even. But the second I opened the box, peace flew out the window. Pieces scattered everywhere, and all I could think was, what did I get myself into? It's just chaos. No structure, no sense, but I guess that's how most things start, isn't it? Messy, uncertain, overwhelming. This whole random thing that just happened reminded me of something that I've read once. You don't have to see the whole staircase in order to take the first step. Right now, I don't even know where to begin. I mean, of course, the image on the box gives me an overview of where I'm headed. But really, right now, I cannot really connect the polished image from the box to the chaos that's basically in front of me. And in a way, I think that's maybe just life in a nutshell. A series of tiny steps from a picture that you cannot truly see yet. Honestly, I almost gave up before I even started. But then I realized something. I don't have to finish this puzzle today. All I have to do is try. Place one piece, then another, and another. Because even the smallest progress is still progress. Maybe the trick isn't to focus on how much is left, but to appreciate the little victories along the way, one piece at a time. Okay, I'll admit there's a strange kind of beauty in all of this chaos. Watching all of the pieces, it really reminds me of a time in my life when I felt just as scattered. When I left college, just after a few months, I felt like I'd thrown away my future. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know where I was going. I just knew that doesn't feel right, and it didn't felt right. So yep, I left. And for a long time I really felt like a failure. But now, looking back, I see it differently. I think that really that piece from the puzzle of my life really didn't belong in my puzzle. You know, sometimes the things that we fight for or we wish for the most are really not working out. And sadly, that's normal. It's easy to panic when things don't fall into a place right away. But maybe the key isn't to force it. Maybe it's to trust that the right pieces will find their way eventually. In the end, every piece has its place, just like every moment has its meaning, even if you can't see it yet. So I've got tired from all the puzzling and I decided to come out a bit and to really try to get some nighttime shots about random stuff. It's a thing that I used to do, and now I try to do it again. I really missed it. Like, you can really see stories that, if you are not paying attention, are not there. So yeah, just walking with the camera and doing stuff like this, even in the parking lot of a grocery store or at a mall or anywhere, like gas station, it's really amazing. Just give yourself like 5 minutes, 10 minutes to really see what's happening around you and try to capture that, because it's something amazing. Of course, I lost track of time and now it's getting dark, so no flash, no tripod, just me and my camera. But that's the thing about imperfect conditions. They push you. They force you to adapt, to see the world differently. Some of my favorite photos have come from moments like this, where nothing goes as planned. And that's the thing about life. You don't need perfect conditions to create something beautiful. Sometimes it's the imperfections that make it real, that make it yours. Okay, back at the puzzle. I'm so glad that I can finally see it coming together, but honestly this really reminds me of a time when I decided to just go and work in Greece for 7 months, and yeah, it was amazing. For a while I was wandering aimlessly, trying to find any meaning for my decision to leave, but honestly looking back, those years were very transformative for me. I learned that growth doesn't happen in comfort. It happens when you are uncertain of almost everything. It really happens in challenges, in moments when you have to fight against your fears, and when it feels that you are lost, you are stuck, you really are growing. You just don't see it yet. Life isn't about rushing to the finish line. It's about learning to love the process, to trust that every step, every misstep is taking you exactly where you need to go. As I look to the puzzle now, I can really see how far I've come. But it's not only about the puzzle. Really, it's about everything. The photos I took earlier, the moments of doubt, the chaos, they all led me to this point. And even though it's not perfect, it's mine. Sometimes we get so caught up in chasing the perfection that we forget to appreciate what we already have. Life isn't meant to be flawless. It's meant to be lived, to be messy, unpredictable, and beautifully imperfect. If you are feeling lost right now, if it feels like the pieces of your life aren't fitting, that's okay. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to see the full picture. All you have to do is keep going, one piece at a time. One day you'll step back and see it, the beauty of it all, the moments that felt impossible, the challenges that felt overwhelming, they were all leading you here, to this, to your masterpiece.